you feel like the stick is flopping in your hand when you're playing, then just first try to pretend to hit a drum in the air, and if it's flopping, you're going to be able to use these fingers to control the flop to prevent it to feel it. And when you figure out how that's supposed to work in the air, then with the rebound, you have to learn that as well. You have to learn to follow the stick up and then use these fingers to control the flop. Essentially, the butt of the stick is touching this area the whole time. The reason that sometimes it'll jump off is because of the vibration through the stick, but it doesn't actually open up like this. So you have to learn how to use this wrist properly so that the stick is not flopping in your hand, because if it is flopping in your hand, it's gonna offset the stick here. And if you can control the floppiness back here, then you can have the control of the actual stick and what you're playing. So practice that. Practice just dropping the stick and following it up so that you don't feel the flop, and so that you feel like although you are following the stick back up on the rebound, you are the one that's in control, okay? Not the stick, right? The stick is not flopping around. So the rest of your arm should not be moving. You just throw, and then you learn how to follow the stick up so that you can control it. Like that. Like it's not flopping in my hand. Of course I feel the vibration, but it's not flopping and it's not hitting me. If it's hitting you like this, then you need to work on it in the air first, slowly, to actually feel your wrist moving. And then you adjust when you're actually hitting the pad and there's other forces at play, right? Because this is different from when you actually hit the pad, because you have the rebound. You have the extra force, right? Here you just have gravity. Here you have gravity and the rebound, right? So learn to understand how the stick moves in your hand. And also figure out where, like what area of the stick is best for you for holding the stick, like the fulcrum and everything, like that. And you know, you can hold the stick in the middle here. You can hold the stick out a little bit. I think it depends on your hand and on different things. And sometimes it'll go this way, this way. Those are things that you're just gonna have to figure out on your own. Obviously it's the best is when the stick is lined up with your arm, but for you it might be slightly off center, depending on your hand shape. But if it is off center, it's easier to hurt yourself because the strain is not equally across the whole wrist. It'll be like offset. So obviously this is the best. Straight line. Yeah. Hope that helps.